No. Well, I was walking down the street just having a think, but when I bumped into this Hollywood guy, he took me to his trailer and he bought me a drink, asked me to pitch to him a film I could write. Now I'm setting up a scene that he cannot believe, and he tells me that I'm sharp as a knife. But then my shitty little brother crashes onto the scene and screaming big booty bitches for life. Big booty bitches for life.
Hello and welcome to the small, cold and echoey outbuilding that is the Big Booty Pictures podcast. I'm Bewlay Stanton, your host, and this is my shitty little brother,
Beau.
The Big Booty Pictures podcast, do you want to explain the rules?
Yeah, so basically, we have to each peach. We have to each peach. We have to each pitch an episode or scene of a TV show or movie.
Yeah.
And my brother, Bewlay, has to make it as serious as possible, while I have to derail it, just like you saw earlier.
And yes, so we go scene by scene. This is going so well already, and I love it. We go scene by scene for 10 scenes or episodes or whatever, and we try and create a whole thing. We are surrounded by mugs filled with little slips of paper, upon which are characters, settings, and I think you'll see as we go along how things work. Shall we just get into it?
Yeah.
Today we will be pitching a remake of The Rise of Skywalker, the final and, in my opinion, worst Star Wars movie.
I think it's quite bad, but I don't think it's the worst.
What do you think is the worst Star Wars movie?
I'm not sure.
Okay. What do you think is the best Star Wars movie?
That's just as hard.
That's just a what?
Just as hard.
Just as hard. Okay, well,
You're welcome.
I think The Rise of Skywalker was an absolute mess, and I think it went back on everything The Last Jedi tried to do, and just tried to be a sequel to only The Force Awakens, pretending that The Last Jedi didn't exist. And The Last Jedi is one of my favourite Star Wars films, so I'm pretty mad, and I'm ready to make a much better version, whereas Beau couldn't give a shit, and is ready to fuck this up.
Yep.
Amazing. So, I will start.
Here's your dice.
So first of all, we roll a dice, and the dice determines... Wait, no we don't. First of all, we pick a setting for the
You can
scene.
do it in any order.
You can do it in any order. And the setting for the scene is Jeddah, the planet, the Jedi Temple sandy planet that gets completely obliterated, or the surface of gets completely obliterated in Rogue One. Now, I roll the dice for the amount of characters. 3.
Oh.
And now I can split that between main characters, supporting characters, and new characters, however I like. But you must have one main character.
One main character.
One main character, so I'm going to take my one main character. It's Kylo Ren.
Oh.
I'm going to take 2 supporting characters. And my supporting characters are Ghost Luke and R2-D2. Okay. And now finally, roll a dice for what kind of scene we're dealing with here. Now, if I just get the rules up on my phone, because I wasn't prepared.
R2-D2 fell off. Yeah.
5, which is a mission brief or base scene or training for this one. Okay. So the movie opens a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Ba, ba, da, ba,
And then it cuts.
Yeah. Big title crawl. I'm not going to go through the whole title crawl. something about it's been a year or so since The Last Jedi.
The First Order is doing something!
The First Order is doing something! Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi!
Wait.
Yeah, so we have the title crawl, and then we're in space, obviously, like you always are at the beginning of a Star Wars movie, and you have that. And we pan down to Jeddah, and we see Jeddah, and we smash cut to the planet floor. On the planet, everything's messed up from in Rogue One, and Kylo Ren is he's walking through the dust, and he's looking inquisitively around, and you can tell that he's sensing something in the Force, and he gets to a place and he stops, and he's like, "I've found it." Like, he doesn't say that, but like that's the look on his face, and he like outstretches his hand like he's using the Force, and you know, like one of those sinkholes in the sand, the sinkhole like goes in and like opens, and it's like a Cave of Wonders situation, like, you know, like in Aladdin, the Cave of Wonders opens, but it's like it doesn't look that pretty. It's just a big hole in the floor, and he walks down this hole in the floor, and it's all kind of like spooky, and it's like dark down there, and it's going to be a little bit similar to a scene in the Colin Trevorrow leaked script, the Duel of the Fates one, where he's walking through Vader's castle, but this time it's an underground, forgotten about Jedi temple.
Ooh.
And he's walking through this temple, and as he's walking through, he hears like these voices of Luke being like, "Ben, Ben," and it's echoing, and he's like trying to shut them out. He's like, "Go away, you're dead. I'm finished with you. I'm not afraid of you anymore." And he's like, "Ben, Ben," and then like slowly he's walking down, and as this is happening, he starts seeing these like visions of his parents and of Rey and of Luke, but just like flashes. He just sees them, and it's like it's obvious he's still so conflicted. And Luke appears, Ghost Luke appears in front of him, and he starts talking to him, and he says, like, you've lost everyone, like everyone you love, you've lost because of this, like, come back to the light, blah 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 blah. He gives a pretty convincing argument, and Kylo Ren but Kylo Ren ignores him. He walks through Ghost Luke's body, and at the end of this Jedi temple is R2-D2. We don't know how he got there, but he's there, and he's like, "Yes, I found you, and everything that everything that Snoke told me was inside you, I can finally have." And he places his hand onto R2-D2, and he with the Force somehow makes R2-D2 project a hologram, but you can't really see who the hologram is. It's like fuzzy, and this hologram says to Kylo Ren, Skywalker, you've found the secret message I implanted into your R2 unit. You must go to... can I just say insert planet here so that I can use whatever planet I get later?
Yeah.
Go to insert planet here, planet that Kylo Ren will end up going to in this film, and find the Sith holocron that will teach you all the rest that you need to know. You gotta go and do this and share your powers with your like with your minions and apprentices, and soon the Sith will rise again. And then Ghost Luke comes up behind Kylo and it's like, please rethink this. You don't have to do this. And Kylo Ren is like, I do. I need to do this. And and then he walks away, and that's it. He walks back through the thing, and that's the end of the scene.
Before we get to the next scene,
Yeah.
I'd just like to mention a rule we forgot about.
Okay.
Which is the rule where each of us have a character.
Oh
or scene.
shit! Yes, our big booty pitch.
Yeah.
Do you want to explain that?
So, at any point, preferably at the beginning of someone's scene.
Yeah. No, it's when you get the characters. You say big booty pitch, and you say that you can replace. You replace any of the characters that you've picked
I
up.
thought it was the other person.
Yeah, it's the other person. That's what I mean. Sorry, I'm not explaining this very well. So we each have a big booty pitch. Mine is Baby Yoda.
And mine is Jason Thunderburker from Over the Garden Wall.
So at any point when Beau picks up his characters, I can say big booty pitch, and I get to replace any of the characters he's picked up with Baby Yoda, and he gets to replace any of the characters I've picked up with Jason Thunderburker from Over the Garden Wall. Now all these characters go into the returning character vault, which is just another mug. So that's R2-D2, that's Ghost Luke, and that's Kylo Ren.
And Jeddah just goes back into them.
And Jeddah just goes back into the place.
No, it's my guy.
Now it's Beau's turn, and just to make it clear, you don't have to... It doesn't have to be the next scene. You can say what's happened in between these scenes. So pick a planet.
This one wants to stay in my hands, I bet it's just, yeah.
What is it?
It's just,
Is it Jeddah again?
Yeah.
Well, it's Jeddah again then.
I think it's because it was right at the top and it went into my pockets as I...
Well, sucks to be you.
We're back at Jeddah!
We're back on Jeddah.
We're back on Jeddah.
Roll for character numbers.
4.
4. How many of each do you want?
I'll have a main character.
Take your main character.
Poe.
Poe Dameron.
I'll have 2 side characters.
2 supporting characters. I know what that is. I'm actually really excited.
Which is Jana.
Jana is the lady from who's on Endor. She's like the one that rides the horse in Rise of Skywalker.
Oh.
The ex-stormtrooper
okay.
that they just run across.
Okay.
And then is like apparently is supposed to be Lando's daughter.
And the Knights of Ren.
Amazing.
And then I'm going to pick a returning character.
Oh, returning character. Have we said about the character templates yet? Basically, we have character templates that we can pick from as well, that we can create a character. This is a chaotic podcast.
Oh, he's back.
Kylo Ren.
Kylo Ren and
So
his
we've
knights.
got a scene of Kylo Ren, Jana, and the Knights of Ren and Poe on Jeddah. Now you're going to roll for a scene type.
Okay.
5 again. It's another mission brief or training scene. How's this going to work out?
So, Poe and Jana, they're standing on Jeddah, a little bit further back from where Kylo Ren had gone in.
Okay, yeah.
And they're dressed in dark, like kind of black uniforms.
Oh, I see.
And the Knights of Ren are standing guard.
Uh-huh.
So Kylo Ren's just spoken to R2-D2 and he's coming out.
Yeah.
And so he walks out. So Kylo Ren walks out. He walks through the Knights of Ren, all his mates, and he stands there, and he's like, "So I found a planet. I need you guys to go get the Sith holocron." And he just he explains what he wants them to do.
Okay, yeah.
and they're a bit like, oh, what's going on? And he won't tell them what's going on.
Oh man, okay.
Even though I just said he mentioned the Sith holocron, but he didn't.
He didn't mention the Sith holocron.
He didn't.
Scratch that from the... Wipe that off the whiteboard. That's not happening.
No, he's not telling them why they're going there.
George Lucas is just sitting there with a fucking bowl of money and he takes one of it out, wipes that off the whiteboard.
So he sends one or two of his knights friend to make sure they're doing it properly because he doesn't trust them because they used to be good guys.
Okay, yeah.
And
Oh, so he tells Poe and Janna what to do.
Yeah.
I thought he was telling the Knights of Ren what to do. Okay.
No.
Yep. I'm with you.
And they enter a ship. It's like a X-wing that's been painted like black and red.
Is it Poe's old X-Wing?
Yeah.
Nice.
And they get in.
Uh-huh.
Knights of Ren are probably in a different ship because there's not much space in an X-wing.
Okay, yeah.
They're in like a TIE fighter each, either side.
Wow, nice.
And they leave the planet.
Mm-hmm.
Kylo Ren's there. And I think that's the end of the scene. That was
Cool.
a lot shorter.
No, that's good
But
though. I
didn't.
It's it's great. So Poe Dameron and Janna,
They're bad guys
they're
now.
bad guys now.
That's the... I threw you a curveball.
You really did. But we've never met Janna before, so that doesn't really change much for her.
But
She can just be a bad
it
guy
is
character.
implied in that scene that I decided I was meaning to say that it's implied in that scene that she worked with the Resistance
Oh, okay.
before
Okay.
this point.
So the Resistance are losing members. Oh dear. Okay. Planet time for me. What scene number is this? 3. ahch-to. The training planet of Rey, the planet that Luke exiled himself to. One character. Well, it's got to be a main character or a returning character. But I'm going to go main character and hope, it's Rey.
Wow.
Okay, so what type of scene is this going to be? 5 again? What the fuck?
Do you want to roll again?
Yeah, go
Because
on.
she can't mission brief herself. Oh, wait.
Well, I
but it
mean-
makes sense that she'd be training.
Yeah, she could be training. Yeah, no, fuck it. Yeah, she's training. We've got to stop getting 5s, man. What is
Yeah.
this? A weighted dice? Jesus. Okay.
To be fair, so far we have got different kind of scenes out of that 5.
So this scene, I think, is straight after that scene again. I think.
Well, you wouldn't be able to tell. Oh,
What? What are you talking
as
about?
in, I just, you know what I meant.
Yeah, I don't.
You wouldn't
but
be able
okay.
to tell any time jumps because it's on a completely different planet. with
Yeah.
different characters.
No, yeah, but I just mean like this comes straight after this. So classic Star Wars screen wipe, to a landscape of ahch-to. The porgs are flapping in the air. You see the Millennium Falcon is there. Perhaps there's other characters in the Millennium Falcon, but obviously in this scene we're not going to see them. And then up on a mountain, you see this like lightsaber woman around, but it's not the Skywalker lightsaber because the Skywalker lightsaber was destroyed. And what it is as we come in, we see from the shots that we get is that it's a double-ended lightsaber forged from a mixture of the Skywalker lightsaber and Rey's big stick. And she's woman that around, and she's
Is it still blue?
she's training. Yeah, it's still blue. She's training. She's doing flips, prequel flips. She's cutting rocks in half. She's using the Force, and she's blindfolded as well. And she's doing all this sick stuff. And what happens is, she then starts to meditate, and in her meditation she's floating, and in her meditation she gets a vision, and it's the exact same voice that came out of R2-D2. It's the exact same voice saying the exact same thing. Skywalker, you know, you've got to go and do this and share this with your peers and your minions and all of this.
Mysterious voice.
And then she's like shocked, and she flops down she falls down onto the thing, and she's like, oh my god. And then she like takes the blindfold off, and she looks worried. And then she starts running over to the Millennium Falcon, and that's it. That's the scene. So, Beau, what are you gonna do now?
I'm gonna take a place.
You're gonna take a place? Yeah, have a proper rummage so you don't just get up to again.
A space
A
station.
space station.
And I'm gonna roll for character.
2 characters in a space station. You gonna take a main character, or are you gonna take a recurring character?
I think I'm gonna take one of both of those.
Oh, okay.
No side characters today.
No side characters today.
I got Rose.
Yes!
I could do a new character. No,
Okay,
I'll do a returning character.
okay.
And Ray.
Rose and Ray on a
Alright.
space station.
I have a feeling this is gonna be not long after
Okay,
the scene
yeah.
we just saw.
Amazing.
They got into the Millennium Falcon and flew away.
They,
Ray got in there.
just her, she
Um,
on her own.
Rose was already in there.
Ah, Rose, okay, cool.
So they fly away. They've flown away. And they've made it to a mysterious kind of like what looks like an alien kind of, well, not that there's much alien
yeah.
stuff, but you know what I mean.
An alien space
It looks
station.
weird. It looks a bit like, I don't know.
Some Lovecraftian horror. We haven't picked what scene it's going to be.
Oh no, we haven't.
Roll your dice.
5.
Right, we can't have another 5.
No. 3.
3.
What's 3?
Espionage or discovery.
Okay. So scratch that. I think.
Okay.
Even though that fits in
yeah,
Discovery,
it does.
I'm going for.
And
they
you could
knew
be
they were
espionaging on the space station.
They-
But go
no.
ahead. Go ahead.
They knew the space station was going to be there.
Okay,
it's
yeah.
It's like a first order space station,
Nice.
and they got like a transmission. You need to figure what's going out right now. We haven't seen this thing before.
Okay. Who's the Oh no, you can't say who the transmission's from because it's just a random resistance.
It's
guy.
a resistance officer. It's like, you must go to this. Played by
Sean Connery. Okay. you must go to the space station and find out what's happening.
And so they find this space station, and you don't see what it looks like. You just see them docking
Yeah.
onto the space station, and they get out, and they're in like first order stormtrooper outfits,
Nice.
and they're
Espionage.
walking in. There's some stormtroopers there, and they're like, "You go check out maintenance in area 24B."
Yeah.
Yeah, so then they're like, yes, and they leave. And they find like a door. They find like a door, and it's to where all the Imperial officers are chatting about their plans.
Okay.
And the sound thing is really bad. They can hear them from outside.
The soundproof is awful.
So like, they get a cup, they listen in.
What kind of cup? What is the cup?
It's made from a special thing that is really light, but it doesn't leak.
Okay.
Imperial grade cup.
It's an imperial grade cup.
They listen in to what's going on in there with the cup,
Yeah.
and they're like, and they hear an unnamed Imperial officer, because I've only got 2 characters, going like, "Oh, the large laser weapon that we've got on this space
for
station
fuck's
that can
sake.
destroy planets is almost ready to fire.
No. Oh.
It's at 92% charge."
Whoa. That's really close.
And then like Ray and Rose are like, "Oh my god, we've got to do something about this." And then the stormtrooper sees them, and they're like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And then they get captured.
Wow. Okay. Is that the whole scene?
Death Star.
Yeah, I know it's a Death Star. It's another fucking Death Star. A motherfucking Death Star.
I mean, you should have guessed it when I got Space
Yeah,
Station.
I knew you were going to throw in a Death Star because I knew you knew I'd hate it. Right, okay. My turn. Scene...
You're going to have to do
4.
something about that.
Is this scene 4 or 5?
This is
6.
scene 5.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was scene 1. Yeah. Right, where we going? Where we going today? Bespin.
Bespin.
The,
Cloud
for anyone that
City.
doesn't know, Cloud City from episode 5. Now, we've only got one main character left in our main character box this scene. 2. I'm gonna pick that last main character,
Who's it going to be?
which is Finn. And I'm gonna pick out supporting characters just for the hope that I get Lando Calrissian.
Or Lobo.
I haven't. I've got Beaumont,
Hey!
the fucking Hobbit man that replaced all of what's her face, Rose's lines in Rise of Skywalker.
You forgot.
My most hated character. Okay, but at least he's played by Dominic Monaghan, who's a sound dude. I hope. Between now and releasing this, he doesn't get cancelled. Okay. 6. A dream sequence
What?
or other trippy shit
What?
on Bespin. Okay. So this is, again, it doesn't matter how far since the last scene. They're on Bespin. It's Finn and Beaumont. They're on a mission. Beaumont doesn't have much character, just like he didn't in the Rise of Skywalker. He's just a rebel soldier that's like being Finn's sidekick for this mission. And then they're running through the streets of Bespin, the streets of Cloud City. It's overrun with stormtroopers because it's a First Order planet. It's been stolen from Lando, and they're actually on a mission to try and rescue Lando. And they're going through the things. They like take out some stormtroopers. It's pretty sick. They're sneaking around. They take them out all sneaky. Like, I'm kind of cheating. This is kind of an espionage scene, but this leads into they get to the prison down below, and the prison is like actually it has been the First Order have turned the place where Darth Vader and Luke fought in Empire Strikes Back, the like carbonite area, into the prison. So they're in the prison, the carbonite bits just below them, all around them are cells. But all of the doors open one by one by one by one, and out come these like Sith, these nameless Sith that we've never seen before. They're all like terrifying monster-looking people, or people with like sick Sith armor and all of this, and they like come at them, and like they're trying to run away, and they're like shooting at them, but they're just getting their lightsabers and deflecting it, Beaumont is shooting at one of these guys, and they're blocking the lightsaber, and he deflects one of the lightsaber things into Beaumont's head, and Beaumont's dead. And Finn's like, "No, Beaumont! Ah!" And we get that these guys have been real good friends, but we've not seen that because fuck Beaumont. And and he's like, "No, Beaumont! Oh no!" And then the door opens to the prison, and these two stormtroopers come in, and you don't see Finn at this point, and then it pans round from where the stormtroopers are looking, and you see that Finn's eyes are all like got like veins and like burn-looking things around them, and like they're a different color, and he's like over Beaumont's body, and like you see you see the stormtroopers kind of like just glance up at the auto turret that's killed Beaumont, and the gas that's just. But the Sith wasn't real.
Oh yeah.
The gas that's dispersing around the place, and like they can say something about like, oh, it looks like the something gas has worked, and they get Finn and they capture him as well. We should have a mug for dead characters. All right.
Where am I gonna get?
Where's he gonna go? Endor. Amazing.
With
5 characters.
I'm gonna take a character archetype.
Hell yeah. Well, take a recurring character first. Well, keep that, but take a recurring character first.
I won't say who that is then.
Okay.
Just recurring character.
Recurring character.
It's
Kylo Ren. Kylo Ren on Endor.
And a prequel character.
Ooh. Are you going to tell us who that is, or are you going to surprise us in the scene?
I'm going to surprise you in the scene.
Okay. You got 3 more characters.
Might even ruin your plan while I'm at it.
Amazing.
What am I going to get now?
You got 3 more characters.
I might just get 3
side characters. Yeah.
Actually, I'll get 2 side characters.
And a recurring.
General Pride.
Nice. Okay. The guy that replaced General Hux when it turned out General Hux was a mole. Oh, spoilers for Rise of Skywalker, by the way.
Palpatine.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I'm going for the returning character again. Oh.
Finn. Ah, okay.
On Endor.
Alright, so what's happened between... So how is Finn in this scene? Okay, just start talking and then I'll question you as you go along.
Okay, so Kylo Ren, he's there on Endor.
Mm-hmm.
He's like... he's looking for something again.
Okay.
He likes looking for something. General Pride's with him.
Is Endor the planet that the Sith holocron is on? Or not?
No, he sent the other guys to go look for that.
Oh shit, yeah.
Which we haven't touched on because we haven't got those characters.
Do we know if they've found it yet at this point? Or have they not? They've not found it?
Well, we've only really had 2 different destinations since then, haven't we? So, Kylo Ren, he's there with Pride.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, he's dragging Finn along because Finn knew something.
Nice, okay.
He's all in shackles and stuff because he's just been captured nearby.
Nice. So why are they on Endor? Sorry, I just...
So, Finn, since the last film, Endor's been... Well, since at some point Endor was captured by the First Order, and Finn and Beaumont were sent to try and find a way to recapture it.
Okay.
But they got captured.
Okay.
And Kylo Ren's there because he knows Finn knows some important things.
Yeah.
And, so he's like, where is it? Where's the place I'm looking for?
What is the place he's looking for?
I have no idea.
What? Okay.
I don't have a plan.
Okay.
And Finn's like, oh, it's where the place you're looking for. He cracks Finn.
Okay. Cracks him over the head.
Yeah, Finn's unconscious on the floor.
Okay.
And he walks with General Pride, who's still there.
Yeah.
And he finds this, like, abandoned castle.
Yeah.
Walks in. He hears, so you found me. This is just the same plot.
Literally is. God damn it.
I've been every voice in your head
No!
since the moment you were born. And he sees, like, Snoke in, like, a tube.
Yeah, in a fucking... Oh, I hate it.
It's the same scene until he gets there.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Emperor's there.
Yeah.
And with him is
Oh my god.
an evil Mace Windu.
Yo, okay. What's this evil Mace Windu look like?
He looks like Mace Windu.
Yeah, well, yeah.
But he's got, like, dark Sith, like, armour apart from a helmet.
Nice.
You can see who he is.
Okay, yeah.
And he's got...
Has he still got a purple lightsaber? Or is it a red lightsaber now?
He's got, like, a purple lightsaber, but it's obviously a different lightsaber.
Yeah, okay, cool.
It looks more
The hilt is,
evil.
like, black.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's got, like, one of those things that go round.
Nice. One of those little, yeah.
And he's there. And the Emperor's like, my plan is finally coming together.
Yeah.
I'm going to get the most powerful Jedis and Sith from every time.
Okay. I just thought I should have replaced Palpatine with Baby Yoda. Sorry, carry on.
Yeah, it's too late.
It's too late now.
From all of the time of the Sith and the Jedi to fight for me against the other Jedi.
Yeah.
And I will take over all of time.
Oh my god.
Cut to black.
Amazing. We didn't even pick what kind of scene that was going to be.
Nope.
We
It was going to be Wait, let me roll it. It was going to be a planning mission, which it was.
Which it was. Why do we keep getting 5s on that?
Yeah.
That's so frustrating. Okay. Alright, let's put all the characters back then. And planets. Wow, okay, so
Palpatine.
just a little
Sounds like he's got a time machine.
just a little rundown of what we've got so
These all
far.
going returning characters now.
Since we're kind of halfway through.
Wait. Oh yeah, you put the place down.
Yeah,
I feel like we might have to take a bit longer.
I think 11 scenes. We're working this out as we go along.
Depends when
I
it
think
feels
just-
like it's coming to an end.
Yeah, let's do that. Okay.
You just got to be a bit conscious of the time.
So, okay, so what we've got here, we're at a kind of midpoint.
Let's
so
do a plot summary.
Plot summary.
Plot summary.
Kylo Ren
still don't know
has
what's
been told to go get a Sith holocron. He sent a evil Poe and Janna, his two seemingly closest minions at this point, because he trusted them with this mission. I don't know.
He did send some.
Yeah,
Knights
and a
of
couple
Ren
of Knights of Ren to go and find the Sith holocron. We don't know where they are yet. We've got to come back to them.
If we get them.
If we get them again. Rose and Rey have been captured on a new Death Star. But Rey has also had a vision saying to go get the Sith holocron. Finn, Beaumont's dead. Bespin is captured. Finn has been captured by the First Order whilst trying to rescue Lando. Finn was taken to Endor, where he told Kylo Ren of this castle in which Kylo Ren and General Pride found Darth Sidious and his new apprentice, Mace Windu.
I'd just like to say something. I think General Pride probably stayed with Finn and took him back to the ship.
Okay.
Because he didn't do anything in that scene.
Right, so this is scene 7.
Yeah.
Scene 7. Where are we? Hoth.
Well, that's a good place.
Hoth. How many characters are going to be in this scene? 4. Oh, I just punched the mic. 4 characters. Okay, so I'm going to take 2 returning characters. Oh my god.
You immediately got...
I got Mace Windu, the prequel returning character, and Palpatine.
Wow, that was
That was pretty
Were you
lucky.
looking for that?
No, I actually wasn't. And I'm going to get 2... I'm going to get 1 side character.
We're getting a lot. We're racking up these side characters.
Lando. Oh, interesting. And I'm going to try and get one of these. And a double agent.
Ooh.
A new character. So we're on Hoth. Basically what's happened between the last thing and this is that oh, this is so tricky. You've thrown so much at me. So we haven't said what scene it's going to be.
You got to keep Palpatine's plan in mind.
3, espionage or discovery.
Remember?
Okay, so I know I've got to keep Palpatine's plan in mind to take over all of time by recruiting every Jedi and every Sith that has ever existed.
The most powerful.
Most powerful. Okay. Okay, so... Okay, Kylo Ren got a signal. He's not in the scene. I'm not cheating. Between then and now, Kylo Ren, whilst in that castle maybe, got a radio call from Poe. Poe is saying, oh, hey, like, the thing is here, the Sith holocron is here, and basically the Sith holocron is here, you know, come and get it. And Kylo Ren has told Palpatine this, and Palpatine's been like, no, don't go and get it. This is what we need. This is the power that I need. You stay here and guard my big machine.
This time machine.
That may even be a time machine at this point. Jesus Christ. And me and Mace Windu will go to Hoth to go and get this thing. And I'm going to cheat a little bit, but it's not a full-on cheat. So they get to Hoth. They find this other big castle. There's so many big castles now. This big icy castle. They go in. There's like weird Sith stuff happening. Unnamed like icy Sith ghosts and things. Like it's all very spooky. And they get there, and in this room where the Sith holocron is meant to be, they see there's just one Knight of Ren. And this one Knight of Ren is like, hey, like, the Sith holocron isn't here. And Mace Windu is like, where is everyone else? Like, and he was like, they didn't make it. He's like, what do you mean they didn't make it? And he's like, they were killed. Yeah, and Palpatine's like, I don't think there's anyone else here. You know, like, they're like, Mace Windu and Palpatine are very confused. They're like, what? Who else is here then? And he's like, no one else. And he takes a pistol out and he goes to shoot shoot Palpatine. And he says, for the resistance! And he like takes his gun out. He shoots at Palpatine. Mace Windu jumps in front of him and starts deflecting the lightsaber things, and then it deflects into his leg, and so he, the double agent, who we don't know the name of yet, runs away, and then there's this whole like espionage scene where he's creeping around the like tunnels of Hoth, the ice tunnels of Hoth, whilst Mace Windu is hunting him down, and he's like sneaking around until he finally gets to his ship, or Poe's X-Wing, and flies off.
Hmm. Nice.
Thanks. Jesus. What a wild ride this is going to be. Scene 8, Beau.
So we know what happened to Poe and...
Oh, we didn't even... Lando is in the ship that he gets to.
He's like,
hey,
kid!
Yeah. We don't know how Lando's in the ship. It turns out that the...
I thought you were going to make the Knight of Ren Lando.
Shit! You know what? That's a better idea. Just fucking... That's what it is. The Knight of Ren was Lando all along.
Which was why I thought you were saying you were going to cheat a bit.
Yeah, no, that was cheat. Yeah, no. The Knight of Ren was Lando. He was the thing about him being captured on Bespin was a hoax, sent by Lando. No, not sent by Lando. Was a hoax sent by whoever's running Bespin at the moment. Beau's go. This is a chaotic fucking Star Wars movie.
So for the next planet, it's
Mustafar, the planet that Obi-Wan and Anakin fight on in Revenge of the Sith. 5 characters.
Oh yeah, that was characters. I was about to just like, no.
Not another mission brief.
Okay.
Or training.
I'm gonna go for 3 returning characters.
Ooh.
What?
Janna.
Who's...
Oh yeah, Janna's dead.
Janna's dead.
Yeah,
We can't
we can't have her. Pride.
Ooh.
Mace Windu.
Mace Windu. Oh no.
And Kylo Ren.
And we've got 2 more characters.
2 more characters, yeah.
I'm gonna add a new character.
Another new character. Oh
Unless
my goodness.
it's... Oh no. It's not gonna be a new character. Oh no, it is gonna be a new...
First Order
it's a
officer.
First Order officer.
So you get to make up a new First Order officer?
Yeah. And I'll just do a side character.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I knew you were gonna. He picked out 2, and then saw which 2 they were, and dropped the other one because he got Lobot, who is Lando's mate from Bespin with the weird robot ears. Now roll for a 4.
Oh, we haven't had 4.
A dialogue or love scene,
Ooh.
not as in like a sex scene, but like just a scene about love.
Okay.
So this is just a dialogue scene.
They're all chatting.
Yeah.
They're all chatting. So it's Pride.
Yeah.
Kylo Ren.
Are they in another castle?
Yes. It's more of like an Imperial base, actually.
Oh, okay.
It's more like a
But
First Order
Vader's
base.
castle is on Mustafar.
Yeah, but I've already decided what's going on.
Okay, fair enough.
So it's Pride, Mace Windu,
Mm-hmm.
Kylo Ren.
Yeah.
There's First Order officer. We don't know who it is yet.
Okay.
And Lobot dressed in First Order.
Yes. Oh.
Like clothes.
Is he the guy that's running Bespin?
Yes. And all the others are like, we got to figure out what to do. Because, wait, did they see that he was Lando?
No.
Oh, okay.
He took his mask off.
I
when he
can't
died,
do
yeah,
that
so.
then.
I'm also.
We've got to figure out who
Yeah.
this... Wait, that means Pride is a... No, that means Lobot is a double agent as well.
Yeah. Or was a double agent and is now just a one-way agent.
Yeah. We got to figure out who this spy was.
Yeah.
Kylo Ren's there because it was his spy. Lobot's there because he lied.
Mm-hmm.
Pride's there because he's like the overseer of everything, and Mace Windu's there to represent the Emperor, who is the overseer of the overseer of the overseer.
Yeah.
And the First Order officer, he's actually I'm not saying he's actually already character.
Yeah.
He's I'm trying to think. He's a Zabrak.
Nice. Which is the species that Darth Maul is, but like they could, also the Jedi eat Koth. What colour is he? Is he from Dathomir or is he from Iridona or whatever?
He's from Dathomir.
He's Dathomirian Zabrak. Okay.
Actually, he might be from the other place, but he is in charge of their overseeing on Dathomir.
Okay.
Because they've got that.
Is he like a cool colour or is he just like skin colour?
He is... I want to make him a cool colour. I'm trying to think... Should he just be yellow? Because that's
Yeah,
like a...
yeah,
that's like
cool.
a... But he's like quite a vibrant yellow. He's
like
very...
savage oppressed.
Yeah, he's very savage oppressed. That's what I was going to say. So, he is there to say, this might have something to do with this new thing I found on Dathomir. Remember when all the Night Sisters, the witch people, got, like, killed? I found another one.
Another one?
Which seems to be a recurring plotline whenever there's something to do with Dathomir.
This Dathomirian guy is played by DJ Khaled. I found another one.
And he's like, this Night Sister, she seems to be... She's super powerful, and she's in control of everything. I can't get my troops down there because they just get, like, controlled, and it's full of controlled stormtroopers. No one can get down there.
Yeah.
If we can capture her, she might have something to do with this new Knight of Ren that was actually a double agent.
Okay.
And Kylo Ren's like, well, first, but like, this is after they were all questioning Lobot.
Okay, yeah.
Before that, they all questioned Lobot, like, what the hell's going on? And Lobot made a good point, and he's still there.
Nice.
They didn't kill him. Yeah, and then Kylo Ren's like, probably take all men down there and investigate the thing. And then, but Mace Windu's like, no, this is a job for the Sith to handle. You stay out of this.
Okay.
And then the scene ends.
Nice. Alright, put everything back in their place.
Lobot didn't have much to do,
No, bless him.
but to be fair. So, I've introduced Dathomir, which we'll most likely never go to.
Yeah.
But I have
But
decided...
we can say that at some point they did go.
I have made a new character that isn't a character template and we will never be able to use.
Yes! Okay, scene 9?
Yeah, maybe... Wait, we need to come up with an idea of how we could actually make this Night Sister part of the plot.
No, we
rather
don't.
than just in passing.
No, we don't.
Oh, okay.
We're on Bespin.
I've just made it more awkward for you, technically, by
Yeah.
introducing this character that you don't know.
We're on Bespin with 5 characters. Let's take a returning character. Let's take 2 returning characters. Ghost Luke and Kylo Ren.
5 again.
I'm not going to make a new character, that's too much, man. I'm just going to take 3 side characters.
What's wrong with too much? Too many new characters.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to take 2 side characters and another returning. Oh my god. We've got Mace Windu
Mace
to return.
Windu's just in every scene.
Resistance pilot Snap Wexley.
How are you gonna do this?
And Chewbacca.
Nice.
What kind of scene is this going to be? 4, which is another dialogue scene. Okay.
Very similar to 5.
Yeah. So,
We haven't had any proper fights.
we haven't even had a single fight.
We've had like kind of fights.
We've just been chatting. This is Rise of Skywalker. This is Rise of Skywalker.
Better.
Just chatting edition. So
we do
okay.
have a lot of loose ends that we will need to tie up.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and do that now. I'm gonna try and tie up some loose ends now. So Kylo Ren, in
the
between
Death
the last scene. Oh yeah, Jesus.
And the Sith Holocron.
In between the last scene and this scene, what did Mace Windu go off to do? Oh, take out the Dathomir lady.
Yeah.
Okay, so Kylo Ren has continued on his quest to find the Sith Holocron on his own, as has Rey. They both met up on, let's say... No, not Dathomir, because they would get wrapped up in the other thing. They both met up on a planet, still don't know which planet, and had a scrap, fighting over this holocron, and Rey is the one who gets it, and she's gone off to find out how to use it. Kylo Ren is now fucking pissed, and he is being still like he's flying down to Bespin in his fancy ship, and he's like so pissed off, and he keeps getting these like things from Luke being like, work with her, like the only way for you to gain this power is if you turn to the light and you work with Rey and you use it for good. Otherwise she'll beat you every second of the way, because she has like the goodness in her and like the light, and it's more powerful than you. And he's like, no, the darkness is more powerful, it always has been. He lands on Bespin, where Snap Wexley and Chewbacca were imprisoned as well, but Lando obviously was not, and maybe it was a rescue mission to save all 3 of them. and he lands on Bespin, and he gets Snap and Chewbacca, and he brings them out of the prison, and Mace Windu. This is what it is. He sends out.
Wait, how did Rey get there?
Get where?
Rey is currently trapped on the Death Star.
Okay, Rey and Rose escaped from the Death Star.
We need a better name than the Death Star.
Death Star 3.
Death Star
With the help of Lando.
Okay. That's fun.
So now Snap and Chewbacca are on Bespin. They're being held by the scruffs of their necks by Kylo Ren, and Kylo Ren does a big old hologram call to Mace Windu, who's like on Dathomir, like killing the shit out of some Night Brothers, with obviously the help of General Pride and that Dathomirian officer, but you can't see them because they're not in the scene.
I thought that was only for the Sith. He was like, leave this to the Sith.
Yeah, well, he's leading the charge, so
okay.
He's still leaving it to the Sith. And Kylo Ren is holding these two people up, and he's like, right, guys, right, Mace, I'm fed up of this, like, they keep, like, defeating me every step of the way. Now, if you don't do as I say and go and kill Rey and bring me that Sith holocron, and give it to me and let me use it, not Palpatine, not you, not anyone else. I'm the descendant of Skywalker. It's my thing to use. Like, I am going to send these two people back to the Resistance with all of the information of our plans on how to destroy our big space station. And Mace Windu's like, I'm not going to do that, bro. The Sith holocron is ours, but thank you for telling me where it is. And he ends the call, and he's going to like go and get Rey and take the thing for himself. And so Kylo Ren tells Chewbacca and Snap Wexley all about everything and the weakness of the Death Star 3 and how to destroy it, and he sends them off. And that's that.
Okay.
And then Ghost Luke turns up again. He's like, "You're doing good, kid. Like, you're getting there." And he's like, "Fuck off! I'm not getting there. I'm only working for myself." And he's like, "Are you really?" And he's like, "Yes." And he's like, "But like deep down, are you really?" And then he like disappeared.
Cool. Coolio.
Coolio. So, what's this scene? Amazing scene.
Oh, we're back on Endor.
We should be coming towards an end soon.
Okay. So we're back on Endor.
Mm-hmm.
We pan out.
I think this is scene 10.
Oh, yeah.
My next scene needs to be the last scene.
Okay, I'll wrap.
You got two characters.
Okay, I know what I need to say in the next scene.
Okay.
I'm just gonna pick.
Yeah.
Just gonna pick Return. Oh, okay.
Mace Windu. Nice. So just remember on what we've got on Endor. What kind of scene is it going to be?
Oh yeah.
Yes, it's an action large-scale scene, so this could be
Okay.
a battle with lots of people.
So,
But the only named characters in this scene are Mace Windu and
okay,
Chewbacca.
so we pan up from the remains of Death Star 2.
Amazing. So the Death Star... Oh, okay, Death Star 2.
We pan up,
The
and
Death
what
Star...
we see...
Sorry, the Death Star destroyed in Episode 6, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Not that we've destroyed the new one.
No.
Okay.
We pan up, And there is the Death Star 3. It looks exactly the same. It's the same space station.
I just done it again.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we cut to on there.
On it.
And Chewbacca, he's leading a charge against Mace Windu, who is done there.
So this isn't on Endor, this is on kind of cheating on the space station outside.
It's
just
not, you
hovering.
said it can be in space above.
No, I know, but like, this is also a space station, but it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I'll allow it.
And they're fighting, and Mace Windu, this might be kind of cheating, but he's fighting with the help of a converted, like, they got mind controlled, like you see in, I'm not going to say that then, but they...
No, like you see in what? No, just say it. Spoilers for all Star Wars media.
In, Fallen Order.
Okay, yeah.
You know, when they're like,
Oh, well,
yeah.
the Knight Brothers.
No, the... Did you finish that? I don't know.
But, okay, so people are being controlled.
Yeah.
Who are these people being controlled?
So, it's the Night Sister.
Ah.
And she's helping him.
Nice.
She hasn't got a name, so technically she's allowed to be in this.
Yeah, cool.
And they're fighting, and during this, you see some unnamed officer, and they hit a button, and a laser shoots. It
Oh my god.
destroys Endor.
Oh no.
And all the rebels are like...
But what about the
Castle.
castle with the time machine in it?
Yeah, that's awkward.
So the time machine's gone.
Yeah,
Okay, no, that's
but
cool.
the Emperor was off-world. We saw him
okay.
off-world earlier, didn't
Okay, yeah. So he's in the castle on Hoth still.
we? Yeah,
Okay.
he's hanging about. But the time machine got destroyed.
Oh jeez.
Because some guy pressed the button, he was like, fire all cannons! And they just destroyed Endor.
Okay.
And then all the resistance fighters are like, no! And then they fight even harder.
Yeah.
And then one of them gets control of it. They turn the Death Star around
Yeah.
and fire it straight into actual Endor through hyperspace.
What the Death Star goes
Yes.
through Endor?
No, not through, into it.
Like the moon crashed into us like all those years ago.
It just goes
Wow.
and crashes into it, killing everyone on the Death Star instantly.
Whoa.
So Endor, Mace Windu, and Chewbacca all died
I
in
thought
the
we already
destruction of
destroyed Endor with the laser. Why did they have to?
No, the actual planet of Endor.
Okay, so the Endor we know is the forest moon of Endor, isn't
Yes.
it? And so the forest moon of Endor was lasered,
Yes.
and the actual planet Endor was hyperspace by. Okay, wow.
But the actual planet of Endor is still there because it's probably quite sturdy. It's
Okay.
probably a gas giant.
Yeah, it definitely is.
But I presume they smashed into the core.
So Chewbacca's dead.
Endor's dead.
And Mace Windu is dead. Shall we go for 13 scenes? Because I feel like that's what we need to wrap up.
Okay.
And I want to end it so that we end on a
But I
serious
did have to wrap up the
because we don't want to end on a
Death
serious one.
Star. I wrapped up the Death Star.
Yeah.
I'd just like to quickly say, big booty pitch.
Oh,
You have to have
amazing.
Jason Thunderburker from Over the Garden Wall in this scene.
We're back on ahch-to.
The most ambitious crossover of the century.
I'm gonna pick.
One character.
Oh no, I haven't rolled. Six characters.
One of those has to be
Jason
Jason
Thunderburker.
Thunderburker.
Okay. I'm gonna pick a character template
Okay.
and turn that character into Jason Thunderburker.
Oh.
Because
Yeah,
you've said
no,
it
you
all.
can't.
No, you've got to choose what character I turn into
yeah.
Jason Thunderburker. So I've got an extended universe character. I have. Let's just take these. 1, 2, 3. Returning characters: Rose, Palpatine, and Kylo. No, Snap Wexley. Okay, how many is that? 4, and then.
You need 2 more, and then I pick one to
two
replace
side
with Jason
characters.
Thunderburker.
Yeah. Got BB-8, and Wedge Antilles.
Replace Rose
Okay.
with...
Jason.
Rose did one thing and has not been in the rest of the film, and I'm happy with that, because
No.
that's what annoys you the most.
I just need Rose to be a main character.
It's too late, Bewlay.
So, Wedge Antilles, rebel pilot from A New Hope, with BB-8 in his little X-wing. Well, we haven't said what scene it's going to be.
Oh my
we haven't said what
God.
kind of scene it's going to be. For
God.
again, shall we roll
Yeah.
again? We've had too many of them. Action scene, small scale. Okay.
We just had a large-scale fight,
yeah.
which obviously lasted longer than how it seemed from how I was saying.
So, okay, so here's what I'm saying, is they're going to ahch-to. At this point, Kylo Ren, Snap Wexley, and obviously Chewbacca had returned to the Resistance base, and they told them about the Death Star weakness. Chewbacca sent an army of people to go and take out the Death
Weakness
Star.
was flying into a planet.
To take out the Death Star, and Mace Windu and his First Order officers kamikaze the fuck out of them. Maybe
No.
this can be the last scene.
I said it was the Resistance that...
Oh, okay, and the Resistance kamikaze the fuck out of them. So, okay. This is wild. Okay, I think this can be the last scene.
Yeah,
Should we make
because
this the
we've
last
only got
scene?
one thing to really wrap up. Actually,
Yeah.
yeah, because I wrapped up the Dathomir side
Yeah,
as
you
well.
wrapped up everything, apart from
Apart from
Sith holocron.
the Sith holocron and the time machine.
Yeah, the time machine's dead though.
The time machine's gone, but the Emperor's still hanging about.
So the Emperor has travelled to ahch-to, which I'm going to say is the planet that the Sith holocron was on in the first place, and that's where Kylo Ren and Rey fought, and all of this. So now, Kylo Ren, Rey, Wedge,
Big booty bitch.
Snap. No, I never used my big booty pitch. That's
So
such a
maybe
shame.
this shouldn't be the last one.
No, it should. Snap, BB-8, and an extended universe character. I'm gonna say the Mandalorian. Din Djarin from the Mandalorian is part of the Resistance, and he's just like with them. And so they're all flying to ahch-to, where they know that Palpatine is. They've all flown in a previous scene to ahch-to, where they know Palpatine is, ready to face off with him. And as they're flying in, Kylo Ren, there's been a big space battle, and in this space battle, against all these like unnamed Sith from all over the like time stream,
And Jedi turned.
Sith, in their like Jedi starfighters and stuff.
Kiadi-Mundi was there.
Yeah, Kiadi-Mundi was there. Everyone was there, and they've all been like brought out of their time by this Sith holocron, because that's what that Sith holocron can do. And it turns out that if he put it into the machine, then he could travel to other times. But that thing has been fucked. That plan's been fucked.
I presume he's very annoyed about that.
Yeah, he was so annoyed that he like burnt down the whole of the First Order. And the First Order's completely gone. So they're fighting these things, and so what happens is Kylo Ren and Rey get sort of like roomed off into a different bit, and like interspliced with this scene, there's also a scene going on where like Kylo Ren and Rey are like teaming up to take out all these Sith and Jedi from the past. And like working together and realizing maybe they like each other. Ooh.
We didn't really do the Knights of Ren any justice.
Not at all. But these characters in the scene that I've got, Wedge, the Mandalorian, Din Djarin, BB-8 and Snap Wexley, they land on ahch-to, and they go into this castle that Palpatine has erected on ahch-to using the Force, and they go in, all guns blazing, and they take out these like Sith troopers, pew pew pew, and they look like the Sith troopers from Knights of the Old Republic.
Silver Boys.
The Silver Boys, the Sith soldiers, because they've been brought in from that time. And they run over to, like, Palpatine. Oh shit, and also, sorry, I forgot, my fucking big booty pitch. Jason Funderburker, Resistance soldier, is also there. He's just part of the Resistance. He's like... and they get there.
He has to be a part of this fight.
Yeah. And Palpatine walks down from his throne, and he's like, finally I have the power. The power I had when I was younger. This Sith holocron has made me young and powerful again. And he goes, and Wedge Antilles, who's leading them, is like, but we have... God, this is going to be such a shit ending. We have, the power of the light and the good guy stuff and friendship and all of this.
Jason Funderburker.
And he's like shooting at him, and they all start like shooting at him. And Jason Funderburker, because he's so small, he like sneaks out so that Palpatine can't see him. And Palpatine's like, haha, you think you can defeat me? And he's blocking him with like lightsabers and like Force stuff. And he's like, you are but ants underneath me. I am the Dark Lord of the Sith. I am everything you've ever feared. I'm all your nightmares. And then he says, I have unlimited power! And he zaps them all, and they're all like, ah! And they're being zapped, like Luke. And it's like, ah! And they're all like getting electrocuted. And the Mandalorian uses his...
what about Jason Funderburker, who was sneaking around?
He's sneaking, I know, I'm doing something with him.
I was just
He's sneaking around. The Mandalorian uses his grapple to try and get away. He like slides up to the top of the castle and starts like zooming around on his little jetpack. He's like flying around, and that's distracting Palpatine. He's like what? And he like zaps him down. He falls down and like explodes. The Mandalorian's dead. And he turns back to...
Even though there's no more scenes.
He turns back to Wedge and the gang. And he's like... you really think you could defeat me this easily with your little laser guns and all of this, rah, rah, rah. And then he's like, no, we thought we'd defeat you by, like, with teamwork. This is Wedge. And Jason Funderburker, who's by the throne now, he gets out someone's lightsaber. He gets out Luke's old lightsaber, the green one, and he's like, and he's like, I'm going to defeat you for once and for all, Darth Sidious. And then frog. And then he screams. He's like, for the Resistance, for our lives, and for our frog. And he brings down the lightsaber on the Sith holocron, and the Sith holocron explodes in like this big like light, and Palpatine's like, no, I put my soul and my life force into that so that I could use it. That's the downfall of this Sith holocron. You have
it was
to do
the
that.
holocron Horcrux.
Yeah, the Horcrux, and then he like starts to disintegrate like he does at the end of Rise of Skywalker. Oh God, we just made the same film again. And
I think I won.
And yeah, you totally managed to make this a film I hate. And so they've won with the power of friendship. And shall we wrap it up together?
Yeah, I'd just like to say I think it's more fun, though.
So
And also, we did manage to tie up.
we
all the
tied
loose ends.
up all the loose ends.
Maybe.
Shall we just discuss what happens to Kylo Ren and Rey? Because
And then we should probably do a plot summary of what happened.
yeah, Kylo Ren and Rey, I think they in their little
BB-8 did nothing.
BB-8 was there. He was zapping the boys. But yeah, like I think Kylo Ren and Rey probably win what they were doing.
Yeah.
That all of the Sith probably Phantom Menace destroyed themselves and die when the holocron's destroyed.
What do you think?
They all meet back up on ahch-to, and maybe Rey and Kylo begin a new Jedi Order on ahch-to.
Yeah.
And all's well in the world.
So should we go through what happened?
So,
Quick plot summary.
the Stanton Rise of Skywalker, the big booty pitch
The
Rise
Rise
of
of the
Skywalker. What happens is
Film
Kylo
begins.
Ren. The film begins. Kylo Ren is on Jeddah. He goes to an old underground Jedi temple, finds R2-D2 there, and is told to go and get a Sith holocron. He sends a evil Poe and Janna to go and do that with the help of a couple of Knights of Ren. Now, Rey is on ahch-to, training. She gets the same thing about the Sith holocron. Perhaps it was a vision because of the connection between her and Kylo Ren. Just making that make sense.
Yeah. Who was that?
No idea.
I bet.
Probably Palpatine. Rey and Rose, who was in the Millennium Falcon, go to find the Sith holocron, despite the fact it's on ahch-to.
And then end up... They
being-
got a transmission telling them to check out Death Star Mark III.
Okay, yeah. Well, I thought that was... Okay, yes. They go and check out Death Star Mark III, they get captured.
Yeah.
Then Finn and Beaumont go to rescue Lando, Chewbacca, and Snap Wexley on Bespin.
I thought they just meant to rescue Lando.
No, I remember I changed it because of and then they have a weird dream sequence with this gas that never gets brought back. And
We didn't
Finn
tie up all the loose ends.
Finn gets captured. Finn tells Kylo Ren of a castle on Endor. He gets taken to the castle on Endor where he finds Palpatine and an evil Mace Windu.
I'm
Yes,
just going
Beau?
to say something. So, how about the way Chewbacca got onto the Death Star was there was a side plot with Finn and Chewbacca escaping the ships and finding out about this gas stuff, and they destroyed the reserves of the gas stuff.
Nice.
Which
Okay,
also
I like
happened
that.
to be on Endor, which was destroyed anyway.
Cool. So they go, so then the plan is to bring back all the Jedi and Sith from all over the place and for Palpatine to be able to time travel so he can take over all of time. Then Mace Windu and Palpatine go to Hoth, where Poe has said the holocron is.
But Poe's dead.
And then they get there, and Poe is dead, and Janna is dead, and the other Knight of Ren is dead. There's one Knight of Ren, and that Knight of Ren escapes the wrath of these Sith,
They were also Lando.
and it turns out it was Lando.
Which also wasn't tied up at the end.
Yeah, it was. He went and rescued, and then he went and rescued Rey and Rose.
Oh, yeah.
Then I don't know what happened
Then
next.
after that, they went to Mustafar and had a chat. Lobot
Yeah.
was there. He's an Imperial
Lobot was
officer.
there.
There
was some shit going down on Dathomir.
Yeah, some Zabrak officer that didn't get brought back because he probably died on Dathomir.
100%.
So did Pride.
Mace Windu, General Pride, and this Dathomirian guy went to Dathomir to fight this Night Sister, whilst Kylo Ren went to fight Rey for the holocron on ahch-to. Rey got the holocron, took it back to the Resistance. Kylo Ren got mad, went to Bespin, told Chewbacca and Snap Wexley everything about how to destroy the new Death Star, threatened Mace Windu. Mace Windu didn't take the bait. He sent those two guys to the Resistance. The Resistance know how to destroy the Death Star. They went to go and destroy the Death Star, but it all went wrong, and they got absolutely wrecked. And they wrecked Endor, and they wrecked the moon of Endor. The Death Star is destroyed though,
and so is the first moon of Endor.
Yep, and then the good guys, Wedge, Mandalorian, BB-8, Jason Thunderberger, Snap Wexley, and Kylo Ren and Rey go to ahch-to to finally defeat Palpatine, who has the holocron now somehow.
He stole it off the Resistance base. You see it happen earlier. He kills like a load of Resistance.
Yeah. Like so many people are dead, and Maz Kanata's dead. Leia's dead. And then
that weird slug thing is dead.
That weird slug guy's dead. Connix is dead. Beau, you don't have to keep doing that.
Hux was probably on the Death Star.
Hux wasn't even in this realm.
I bet Hux was on the Death Star and died with the Death Star.
100%. And yeah, so then Kylo Ren and Rey went to go and fight all these Sith in a different place, and a ragtag group of rebels killed Palpatine, mostly because of Jason Thunderberger.
Who is
and
the
then
greatest
Kylo Ren
soldier.
And Rey started a new Jedi Order, and that's the Rise of Skywalker. I hope you kept track of that, because I certainly didn't. And that's everything for today. I've been Bewlay Stanton, and this has been my shitty little brother,
Beau.
and this has been Big Booty Pitches.
Like or whatever.
Thanks for listening. Oops, actually no, we're not going. I just want to say that we think Beau won that. We'll be more organised next time and actually say who the winner was of that little battle. And see you next time for an episode where we create a Lovecraftian horror story we're not really celebrating. What is it? To mark the imminent release of the Lovecraft Country series produced by J.J. Abrams and Jordan Peele, I think. Now we're actually going. So thank you.
Like or whatever again.
Like or whatever again. Do it again. If you've already done it, do it once more. And then maybe do it again, because if you click like again, it will just take the like away. So do it 3 times. Yeah?
Smash it.
Smash it.